Hello everyone and welcome back to your StarCraft 2 Daily Report. How you doing? Welcome back. Today is Saturday, January 15th, 2011. It's nice to be back with you lovely folks. Sorry there was a couple of days hiatus in the Daily Report. I've been working on some of the production value behind the video, but aside from that, I've been working my way up to the Masters League. And with that, let's go straight to the source. As of last patch, recently added to the leagues was the Master League. Now, the Master League is going to encompass the top 2% of players, whereas Diamond League encompassed the top 20%. Now, the big problem with this was that 20%, there was a really big discrepancy between the lower-end Diamond and the higher-end Diamond. So they wanted to kind of separate it further by adding an upper echelon of players. This basically allows for the top-end players to have more competition in their plays. You know, a high diamond player playing a low diamond player, it really wasn't fair for the low diamond player, and it really wasn't a challenge for the high diamond player. So now with the Masters League, every game should be challenging for the most part for all players in that league, and then also Diamond League players will have more of a chance against fellow Diamond League players. So, Master League, are you in it? Do you plan to be in it? What do you think about that? We have a little write-up here on the Blizzard homepage. You can read about that. There's going to be a link available below. Also on the Blizzard homepage, we had a poll. The poll is basically asking you, what race do you think will win the GSL tournament? What race will be the champion? We have, of course, the Protoss and Taro Tassadar. We have the Zerg, Obedience or Oblivion. And then we have the Terran Military Might. These are the three options, Terran, Protoss, or Zerg. Obviously, there are only three races in this game. So what do you guys think? Do you think it will be a Terran player, a Zerg player, or a Protoss player? Everyone is, of course, of their own opinion. Most people would typically say a race other than the one they play. Or do you think that the race you play will win? Are you enthusiastic enough? Do you believe enough in the race that you play that you think they will win the GSL? Again, leave that in the comments below or follow the link to cast a vote for yourself. And now moving on to community news, heading on over to Team Liquid, we had two really great interviews done. One of the interviews was with MorroW, and the second interview done with IdrA. These are two very, very well-known players. If you don't know who they are, well, then you should be doing some research right now. MorroW and IdrA, both very strong players, both also Zerg players. So two very good interviews with two very strong Zerg players. Go ahead and check that out. As with everything, links are available below. Also, heading on over to the 4Strategy Gaming website, we had two really good posts, the first of which is by Michael Rose, entitled The SC2 Toolkit. Basically, learning how to multitask. Multitasking is a very important part of StarCraft. It's something you definitely have to learn how to do. If you can effectively multitask, if you can control your army, pay attention to the battles, and still maintain your macro, maintain your base, maintain expanding, then you're going to be a very strong player. So this article basically just gives a nice run over of multitasking, gives you some like hints and tips as to what kinds of things you can be doing, and try to improve overall your multitasking ability. Also on 4Strategy Gaming, we have a post by Jason Anderson, and this post is talking about the Force Gaming community. You know, 4Strategy Gaming's been around since about last August of 2010, and it's really grown quite a bit over in the short amount of time that it's been up and running. But from 4Strategy Gaming, there has been a kind of branch off, a brainchild, if you will, called the Force Gaming Group, and it's basically a group of people who get together to practice. It's a practice league, if you will. You can learn more about that at the post itself, or if you head on over to 4Strategy Gaming and go to the forums, there's a post in there as well. So yeah, lots of really great things going on at the website. Go ahead and take a look over there. And now we segue into the Forum Lurker, really great forum over on the StarCraft 2 Battle.net official homepage about why 2v2 is broken. So what happened? Well, last patch, evidently, 2v2s, you get the points, and you lose points in the bonus pool, but the stats don't update. So this is, of course, a problem. You know, you're winning games, you're getting points, you're losing your bonus pool, but the actual ranking in your league wasn't updating. And, you know, people, if you win a game and you get points, you would like to be bumped up, and you would like that to be shown. So this has been kind of a little, I'm not sure if it's been hot fixed yet, As of about 9 hours ago, there was a server maintenance that took place. The servers went down for about 30 minutes, so it may have been hotfixed in that patch. I haven't been able to hop on and test it yet. My 2v2 partner isn't in the area, but once he is, I'll take a look and I'll let you know in the next daily report if it was fixed. I would imagine it'd be fixed very shortly. This is probably a pretty quick fix for them. It's just a matter of them getting in there and getting it done. And now we move on to some tournament news. Tomorrow, Sunday, January 16th, there are 6 tournaments taking place. One of them EU, and then the other 5 are US tournaments, all taking place on Battle.net. The first one, the EU tournament, is the Steel Series Go 4 SC2 number 73. That is, again, an EU tournament. And for our 5 US tournaments, we have the Team PG Recruiting Tour number 2, the SPGL Weekly number 17, the Clan Overdosed Open 3, the SGL WorldCraft Invitational, and the TQ Open number 14. So 6 big tournaments taking place tomorrow, Sunday, January 16th. If you would like to learn more information about those, take a look at the links below. It'll link you right up to where you can sign up and register for those tournaments. Some of them have requirements. Actually, the only one of them is invites. 4 of them have no requirements, and 1 of them are Diamond Plus only invites. So yeah, if you're interested, if you fall in with any of those requirements and you would like to play, then go ahead and give it a shot. Go ahead and register on that site. And that about does it for tournament. And let's move on to the game of the day. Today's game of the day is a game between the Little One and WhiteRa. Now, the Little One is, of course, a random player. In this game, he plays as Protoss. This is a Protoss versus Protoss matchup on Steps of War. The game is about 20 minutes long. It is quite an exciting matchup and has a nice little twist at the end. It is not a standard game. It is not your typical game. It is a game I suggest that you check out. And that is the game of the day, so go ahead and take a look at that. That can, of course, be found right on our channel, Force SC2 Strategy. And then from the game of the day, we go ahead and we move into the tip of the day. Today's tip of the day is going to be harassment. Harassing your opponent is something you should definitely do in all of your games, in almost all of your games. Do what you can to be in their face, to throw them off their game, to mess up their build order, and to make them make mistakes. Now, it's fairly well known that StarCraft is a game of mistakes, or rather a game of making the least possible mistakes. The player who makes the most mistakes is typically the loser. Unless, of course, you have some really, really hard counter to what your opponent's doing, and they're going for, let's say they go for mass Zerglings without the speed upgrade, and you have Hellions and Marines. You win, even if you mess up a lot. But at the same point, he could be saying, well, mass Zerglings without the speed upgrade, that's a pretty big mistake. So the general idea is that making mistakes is what causes you to lose the game. So if you can harass, if you can be in your opponent's face and be constantly harassing them, attacking workers, attacking their base, doing everything you can to throw them off their game, that is going to cause mistakes, and that is going to allow you to win the game. So today's tip of the day, harass your opponent, force them to make mistakes, and win your games. And with that, we move into the last segment, which is, of course, community questions. Now, if you have a community question you'd like to send to me, you can email them to me at force@forcestrategygaming.com, and I will do my best to get to your question. But today's community question comes from Zuilu. I really am bad with pronouncing names, but something along those lines. Zulu, maybe it's Zulu, but it's Z-U-E-L-U. I think Zulu is Z-U-L-U. But anyways, I'm going to say Zulu. Today's community question comes from Zulu, and he says, hey, Force, I play Zerg, and I just had my first brush with the 2 racks push. It was on Metalopolis. Not only did he bunker harass my expansion, not even putting a unit in, just there to deny, but then he came in and destroyed it almost as it came up. Any suggestions? Well, Zulu, I think. The suggestion is you need to stop. You need to do 2 things. You need to stop the bunker from going up, and you need to make sure that you don't overreact. You don't want to make so many Zerglings just to try to make sure that you're safe. You want to make enough to defend yourself. Basically, what the Terran player is trying to do is they're trying to force you to make tons and tons of Zerglings, which is stopping you from making drones. They're trying to hurt your economy in doing this as much as possible. Aside from denying the expansion, which obviously hurts your economy, they want to force you to use all of your larvae to make Zerglings. Don't do that. Don't make too much. Maybe get a spine crawler. The biggest thing is gonna be try to deny that bunker from going up. Take a couple of drones off of your line. Suggested is usually around 3. Take about 3 drones off your line. Try to kill that SCV building the bunker. If you can stop that from going up, you're going to be in a much better position, and you're going to be able to much more easily fend off the attack. So hopefully that helps. That about wraps it up for today's StarCraft 2 Daily Report. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Lots of videos coming out for you today, so hopefully that keeps you entertained. I know there was a few days without videos. Again, I was working my way up to the Masters League. I am Masters in one of my several accounts. I've got a few accounts that I play on. One of them I have reached Masters. Going to try to work on Masters in the other ones as well if I have the time. As always, guys, this has been Force. I am from Force Strategy Gaming, of course, and keep watching and keep owning.